Hey, good afternoon. Chuck here with Apple Drains. You know, we are live here in Orlando, and what a week. We've been working. This is an example of the Sod Stopper, and what we're going to do is we're going to put the NDS pop-up into the Sod Stopper because people drive over this area all the time. They really work good. Let's go ahead and get started. So if you live on a crowded corner, you can see how people park here. It forces the cars over onto these people's property. And you might remember Rita, but look at what's happened to her property right here, just from people driving over the grass. There's a pop-up emitter right there, and it's solid PVC that comes out. Somewhere around there's a pop-up. So what happens here is this is a cul-de-sac, and normally there are cars parked all over the place, and they run over Rita's yard right here. And I already came out here earlier this week. I had a call right beside this one and made the repair. This is from the original repair that I did a couple of days before, and we finally just got back out here to put the pop-up on. But you can see that thing was totally smashed. But the Sod Stopper works, and it will grab their attention enough that they won't drive over the area. So what we're going to do is dig the area back about a foot or so and cut the pipe, reinstall the pop-up, but we're going to put that white Sod Stopper right on the top, and hopefully this area doesn't get driven over again. It's happened to her, I guess, 6 or 7 times since I met her, so it's only been about a year, but they just keep running over the area and breaking the discharge of the sump pump line. The downspouts are also attached to this line as well, so it's a pretty important line. I'm going to let Chuck dig this up, only taking a second. Sorry about the noise, we're close to the airport here in Orlando. Oh, and by the way, if you watched one of the other videos where I showed you about the tolls had been suspended, well, it's been 10 days since the hurricane, and believe it or not, the tolls are still suspended. Now that is a first for the Easy Pass here in Florida. I'll tell you what, you know, it truly costs $30 to $50 every day to drive around Orlando using the toll roads. It's very expensive. But anyways, you can see he's digging this area up. I kind of threw things in his way, but he'll get it. And remember, Chuck's taking over the business, so it's really good for him to do all this and go live at the same time. You can kind of see that PVC. Even with PVC, if somebody drives over that line, it's going to crush it. Yep. Now we just need to follow that pipe and get enough room that we can get our saw. Where is that saw? Just leave it in the van. So we just need enough room to get the saw in there. And you can see all that water. There's so much water in the ground here. I mean, everywhere we go, there's still flooding. So go ahead and cut that, push it tight and cut it. Right now, you got plenty. I'll hold it tight for you. Get back a little bit. Wait. Okay. Maybe cut it off about back here. All the way through. Perfect. Look how thick this mud is. It is tremendous. Really, really thick. But this is a simple repair. We're going to go ahead and take off this grate. screw. This is ready to go. See if you can get this more. Oh, that can be off of there. So we're just going to use that same 90, but it's stuck on there pretty good. While he takes that apart, 99 cent Sod Stopper. Pop up, gonna fit right down inside of it. We'll put this onto the 90 and we'll secure this with screws. Let me see if there's another 90 in here. I just don't know this right now. So basically we're just going to secure this pop-up down onto the lid. Couple of screws. And you can see how that's going to set up. Really nice. Perfect every time. So now we just need to put this pop-up on there and we're ready to go. Looks good. Put the 90 on. Can you see him or is he in the way? That's ready to go. We're not going to glue any of this. There's no reason to glue any of this pipe together. It's really tight. You saw him trying to take the other one apart. Just kind of wiggle it and wiggle it till it gets on there. Maybe get the bottom of it on there first. There it goes. But yeah, everything's going to look really good here when we're all done. So that's really pretty simple. You know, for 99 cents, you can actually keep this from happening if you live in the area where people are driving over, you know, your curb. I mean, look at that. It stands out like a sore thumb, right? At least it marks the area, and it will also give us some support once we get it all backfilled and put the sod back around it. It'll have a whole lot more support and probably won't sink anymore either. So yeah, we've been pretty busy this week, as you can imagine. And we actually have one more we're going to try to do here today. Yeah, it's a busy week. So I've been looking through some of the older videos that I used to make a long time ago, and I found this comedy.
So about 10 years ago, YouTube invited everyone, you know, all the creators to post comedies, and my brother Chris and I, we made a comedy and posted it, and it's about college sports, and it features Indiana and Michigan, Michigan and Ohio State, and it actually features a guy named Tunes McKenzie, and he's the announcer and he calls the event. I'll post a little clip of that here at the end. And I'm not really sure how the YouTube community would appreciate this one, but it was a comedy and, you know, something that YouTube asked all the creators to do a long time ago, and posted that, but we'll see. Yeah, I wish I had the original files to re-edit that, but we posted that about 10 years ago, and it probably got about 1,000 views. Um, it was fun to make and a lot of work editing. Tunes McKenzie, he calls the event, and take a look at the end of the video. I'll post a short clip of it back at the end of the video. Hope you watch all the way through.
But it's Ohio State and Michigan, and I think Michigan and Indiana. Two great teams in this event, and I think you'll just love it. But you can see how that's looking. Granted, it's a little low, but we'll fix that here. Let me show you something over here. So Chuck's going to use whatever dirt he has here and just kind of backfill around that, underneath that sod stopper. But she was so concerned that after that happened, but you can see this used to get run over all the time. Look at that. But she flagged it anyways. But nobody's run over this one. 99 cents, guys, to make a sod stopper. And I know that they work really good because, I mean, this is proof of it. But if somebody did run over this area, I think there's enough of area here to keep that from sinking down. So yeah, I think that's about the best little gadget for 99 cents. Can't beat that. But that picks up that entire side of the house, all the downspouts that come out. If you saw that video, brought it all the way out here under the walk. And over here, we're almost done. Chuck's just kind of cleaning up some of the mess that was left here. Looking good. Sod stoppers. Let's go around back here. You can kind of see what the hurricane did here. I guess there was a fence here or something before. I'm not sure, maybe that's just marking the property lines where they cut the sod. But now I haven't been back here since the hurricane, but we put a sump pump back here and gravel perforated pipe for negative grade. And here's our pump. And you can see the negative grade from the yard as it comes down and just pours into that system. And she said, yeah, it worked great until the power went out, and power came back on and everything works really good. Downspout drain going out to the front. But the water used to just pour down through here, and you can see where the water brought some of the debris up onto the gravel. But other than that, stays dry. It works. So again, it's been what, 10 days since the hurricane, and we're putting in those 14, 15-hour days trying to keep up. There's so many calls, you guys, so much work. Kind of like the power company. So much work. Oh, that looks great. Looks really good. So you want to say hi to him, Chuck? Hey. He's working. You see that sweat on him? He's working hard. So that was just a quick little live video, show you a repair. We are going to one more here today. Hey, this is Chuck with Apple Drains, reminding you that if you believe you can do something, I guarantee you can do it. Have a great day. It's always hard to find the stop button in the sunshine.
This video is best viewed full screen.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Hey, I'm a Michigan Wolverine.
No, you're not.
Hello and welcome to Fart Network Sports. I'm Tunes McKenzie, and I'm standing down here on the beautiful Indiana campus in Bloomington, Illinois, where number 1 Michigan is set to take on number 2 Indiana in their annual speed farting. I'm Tunes McKenzie, and we're down here on the starting line where number 1 Michigan is set to take on number 2 Indiana for the lead in the Big Ten speed farting standings. In blue from Michigan, Speed Michael Jones. In red from Indiana, Derek Dudley. And there's the gun. Dudley jumps out to a tremendous lead. It's going to be close. Let's look at that instant replay. Michigan really pushing hard to release the gas. So long from Bloomington, Indiana. I'm Tunes McKenzie with Fart Network Sports.